Namaste friends, welcome to Yoga TX. My name's Candice. You can also find me on Yoga Candy, all one word and Candy with an I. Today I've got a really lovely bedtime yoga flow for you. So we're going to be winding down. There's going to be no standing postures or anything strenuous. And there's a couple of props that I'd love you to have just to help with the relaxation process of today's class. So have a rolled up towel, scarf or yoga strap handy. Grab yourself a scent of some sort that you absolutely love. It can be an essential oil, it can be a perfume, just anything, but something that relaxes your senses. Have that aside, and then a couple of yoga blocks. So either a couple of yoga blocks or a book, but make sure that you wrap the book in a towel so that you keep that book nice and soft, because we're going to be resting a little bit of weight onto this prop. So just make sure it's soft enough to rest on. Right, so let's pop all the props aside. If you need to pause the video, feel free to do that. And this class can be done even in your PJs, so don't worry as long as it's something nice and comfortable. We're going to start off on all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows just to warm through the spine and to get everything flowing. So on an inhale, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, arch the spine, push the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. One more. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, arch. Come back into a neutral spine and just start to wiggle through the hips in any way that feels good for your body. Perhaps do some circular movements, sort of arching the spine and then dropping the belly, just whatever feels right for you. Maybe even walk your hands over to one side of the mat and feel a little side stretch. Look over towards the toes. And then walk to the opposite side with a little side stretch, looking at the toes again. Continue to do a couple of more little movements that feel good for your body. And then let's take it into downward facing dog, just to stretch out these hamstrings of ours. Send your hips up and back into the sky. Don't worry if you can't plant your heels onto the ground at this point in your practice. Make sure you're sucking in the lower belly. You're pushing your shoulder blades apart. You're lifting up and out of the arms. You're not sinking too much weight into those palms. Look between the legs. Close your eyes and let's take 3 deep breaths here. From your down dog, let's inhale one leg to the sky, only as high as you can reach it, and then open up through that leg, so that you're slightly twisting from the waist, keeping your arms as they are, and you're bending that leg behind you, taking a little hip stretch. And then inhale, square the hips with the mat once again and bring that leg down. Let's do the same on the other side. Inhale the right leg as high as you want to. Open up through the leg, bending through the knee, twisting the waist over towards the left side of the room. Take a deep inhale, stretching out the right hip this time. Inhale, square the hips off, lift the leg and back down. Take a little walk to the front of the mat between your palms. Bend your legs as much as you want. Grab onto each elbow and just hang nice and heavy in a forward fold just for a moment. take some nice deep breaths. Now take your hands, release the elbows and interlace your hands behind your back. Lift them up to the sky and allow them to drop up and over the head. The closer the palms are to each other, the more intense the shoulder stretch will be. So take the grip in any way that feels good for you. Play around with it, maybe even move a little over towards the right and a little over towards the left. Straighten and bend through each knee, just play around with it. Release the grip of the hands, bring them back down to the mat. You can keep your legs bent and keep your knees in line with each other. Let's walk our hands over towards the left side of the mat. Look towards the fingertips, enjoy a little side stretch. And then walk over towards the right side of the mat, doing the same thing. Hands back to the center. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, look up. Exhale and fold. Take your hands down to the mat and send your bum all the way down to the floor. Let's extend the legs out long in front of us. You can always place a cushion underneath the knees or keep your legs as bent as you like. Now take your belt, your strap, or whatever prop you had, which was nice and long. Take it down to the feet, sit up tall and pull yourself down towards your legs. If you need to keep your legs bent, then do that. But wherever you are, keep your spine nice and long. If you don't need the prop and you can touch your toes or your shins, then make sure the spine is nice and long and just enjoy a little hamstring stretch. But be where you are. Take a couple of deep breaths. And release wherever you were. Bring your knees up to meet each other. Send your hips towards the feet, towards the heels of the foot. This is where your block or your book is going to come in handy. So from here, extend your arms out in front of you and very slowly come to lie back onto your back. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And once you're there, bring your heels close towards your bum, so close that you could actually touch them with your fingertips. We're going to come up into a bridge pose. Just take a moment to enjoy the breath. Now tuck each shoulder blade underneath the body. We're going to inhale, lift our hips up to the sky and interlace your hands behind your back just for a moment. Lifting the hips to the sky, pushing the chest up towards the sky as well. Allow your knees to stay in line with your hips, don't allow them to fall apart. From here, grab your prop, place it underneath your bum, but on the sacrum. So on that hard bit of bone, which is below the lumbar spine. Don't place your prop onto the lumbar spine, so make sure it's not on any of the vertebrae. Make sure it's nice and comfortable. Rest the arms back down on the ground and just allow your hips to sink onto your prop. Make sure the hips are still elevated to the sky and that your knees are in line with your hips. Continue to push your chest a little bit up towards the sky. Get yourself nice and comfortable. We're going to take some lovely deep breaths here. Send your breaths deeply down the chest and into the belly. Close your eyes And enjoy this gentle back bend. Take 3 more deep breaths. Lift your hips up to the sky. Remove your prop out of the way. Keep your eyes closed. Now very slowly from your bridge, release the spine all the way down to the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae. Once you're all the way down on your back, we're going to bring ourselves up into a little seat and do a lovely hip opener. So just keep your eyes closed just for a moment before we do that. When you're ready, lift yourself onto your elbows nice and gently. I'm going to face you, but you can stay where you are. We're coming in for our butterfly pose. Now feel free to take this against a wall if your hips are very tight and perhaps your legs are up here when you do butterfly. There's no worries, you can just hold onto your legs and sit a little forward, or even place your hands behind your back and push your chest forward. If you have open hips like me, and you're able to come forward and allow the hips to sink towards the ground, then grab your prop. We're going to place it in front of the feet. Open your feet up like a book and engage through the toes. We're going to start to lean forward only until that's comfortable. If you're fine here and you just want to stay up on the fingertips, then feel free to do that. If you can come all the way down to your forearms and rest your head onto your block, then feel free to do that and rest your forehead down. Let's take 5 deep breaths in this position. Once you've taken your last breath, very slowly come on up and remove your prop if you used it. Now find a comfortable seat, any seat of your choice. You can even take it to the sofa or to a chair if you would prefer to. But sit up nice and tall through the spine. This is where your nice smelly is going to come in handy. So whichever essential oil or whatever it is that you grabbed, let's open that up. Pop a little bit onto the wrist, just a little bit, so that you've got that smell. We're going to do a lovely little breathing technique now. So make sure all your props are out the way. Sit up tall through the spine. And you can watch me while I demonstrate what we're going to do. So we're going to take our fingers and we're going to place our index finger and our middle finger onto our third eye, so between the eyebrows. Using the thumb and using the baby finger and the ring finger, we're going to be closing off the nostrils. So with the 2 fingers on the forehead, between the eyebrows, our index finger and our middle finger. We're going to close off the right nostril and breathe in through the left nostril, a nice deep breath all the way down into the depths of the belly. And then on the exhale, we close off the left nostril and we exhale out of the right nostril. Exhale fully, and then we close the right and we inhale through the left. So let's begin together. We're going to do a round of 10 breaths together. So inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right. Close your eyes, everybody. Plant your index finger and middle finger onto your third eye. Close off the right nostril, inhale through the left. Close off the left, release the right, exhale through the right. Inhale left. Exhale 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 right. 4 more. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. 2 more. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Keep the eyes closed, remove the hand from the head. Place it onto your knees and take some lovely deep breaths through both nostrils, in and out, all the way to the depths of the belly. With the eyes closed, let's make our way into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Extend your legs out long in front of you, a bit wider than the hip distance. Come down onto the back. Take your arms a few inches away from the body, palms facing up to the sky. Your face facing towards the sky with your eyes closed. Get yourself as comfortable as possible, and I'm going to join you here just for a minute, but stay as long as you like. Allow any thoughts that come into your mind to pass. Instead, listen to the breath and feel the rhythm of the body as you breathe in and out. Allow your breath to be completely natural. and relax every inch of the body, including the space between the eyebrows. Our minute of complete silence begins now. For those of you willing to stay in Shavasana for longer, then allow my words to pass. For those of you ready to close off your practice, very gently wiggle the toes and the fingertips with your eyes still closed. Now rotate the hands and the feet in one direction and then in the other. Inhale the hands above the head, give the body a good old stretch out, and then roll over onto one side of the body. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release out the mouth. On your next inhale, push yourself up into a comfortable seat. Take your time, keep your eyes closed. Any seat of your choice, hands on the knees. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release. Take your hands to your heart center. Rub the palms together, create a warm friction between the hands. And then bring those hands and place them over the eyelids. Behind your hands, bat the eyes open, looking from side to side. And then close the eyes again. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Bow your head. Thank yourself for giving yourself this time to look after your body before you go and rest. Namaste, everybody. You can open your eyes. I really hope you've enjoyed this lovely, gentle evening flow. I hope it gives you a beautiful night's sleep. And remember, you can always find out more about me on yogacandy.com. Until next time, everyone, have a wonderful evening. I hope you sleep well. Namaste.